Moving on to other stories related with the situations there. In addition to the suspension of the Kaesong industrial complex, South Korea is moving forward with its efforts to drum up support for strong sanctions on North Korea still. To that end, Seoul's foreign minister met with UN Security Council members, some of whom have already announced independent sanctions on the reclusive state. Our foreign affairs correspondent, Kwon Soa, has this report.
The international sanctions to be imposed on North Korea need to be at a level that far exceeds the regime's imagination. This is what South Korean Foreign Minister Yoon Byung-se told reporters in New York on Wednesday after meeting with all 15 UN Security Council members during his two-day trip to the UN headquarters.
We expect a strong and effective action towards sanctions. To summarize what I told the Council members, this time we need a terminating resolution.
Minister Yoon said the vicious cycle of provocations and resolutions will continue if the sanctions are too weak. In a meeting with UN Security Council representatives from the US, China, Japan, and Russia, he emphasized that South Korea made a critical decision by suspending the Kaesong industrial complex. This reference was seen as a bid to change China and Russia's lukewarm attitude towards strong sanctions against Pyongyang. During his stay, Yoon also emphasized the need for individual countries to impose their own independent sanctions, something the U.S. is actively pursuing, as the Senate unanimously passed the toughest sanctions ever on North Korea Wednesday, aimed at derailing the regime's drive for ever more advanced nuclear weapons.
The legislation before us today represents the tough response that is necessary to send this message directly to North Korean leaders. Disarm or face severe economic sanctions.
Japan has announced new sanctions as well, including a ban on North Korean ships entering Japanese ports and restrictions on people taking cash in excess of $900 to North Korea. A senior official at Seoul's foreign ministry says more countries are sharing the view that the point has been reached where cash flow into the north has to be hindered to cripple the regime's nuclear and missile programs. Kwon Soa, Arirang News.